You get the triple BB.
Triple BD.
This is like, but this is not a fake 23 bum blast. This is a full on 23 bum blast in a backside Georgie.
The old Georgie boy.
The old Georgie boy again.
You know, thinking of Georgie boy.
Yeah,
he was a good chap.
He was a good chap until he got bent over, and his whole religion changed.
So, folks, in this old sector of the show, we'll be talking about NFL picks. And I'm currently gloating in a 15-0 pristine week.
Ridiculous.
Full of luck and good insight.
Everything that could go right went right.
And sometimes, you know, when you're
sometimes things went wrong and it still went right. So he's got, what was our records? I was, because I ended up going, how many games? Wait a minute.
Oh, give me a moment. You stay on the games.
3, 4, 5,
I'll pull up
6,
the chart.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
I'll pull up the chart.
15 games. I was 10-5. He was 15-0. Ridiculous.
Yes.
That's why he has the cigar, boys and girls. Welcome back. He pulled the red hour back. So this is IDD Fiction. I don't disagree. That is the redoubtable one.
I won fucking 10 NBA championships.
Actually, it was 16.
Okay, sorry, 16. 16. My bad.
Well, 15's close. But anyway, Ronaldo has officially made history, 15-0. He now has a, what the hell was it? He was 5 games up on me, so he doubled it. I went 10-5, so I was 140. What the hell was I?
I got you. You were 114-67.
So I am 124-72, which is very respectable until he's 134-62. So there you have it. 5 weeks to go, down 10. Well, don't know about you people.
But this man would have to shit himself.
It's time for a Baja Bum Blast.
Dude.
That sounds like a Baja Bum Blasting.
It's just funny because I wonder if there are going to be enough games. Because I think in reality, all those games going into last weekend were toss-up games.
No, that's why we picked them.
Right?
We were like, all right, we can disagree on these ones because they're
Right.
cool either way.
Yeah, because they could have gone either way.
Yeah.
Now, the way they went the other way,
the way they went the other way
was interesting. But I guess...
It was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, like, how? What?
Like, no, now you're just fucking around with me.
Yeah.
Stop it.
But I wonder if there are going to be that many of those types of games.
Well, we're certainly going to be working. We're certainly going to be looking at it going forward, given what happened. So crazy. But
dude, can I just shout out this tea?
The tea?
I forgot to look at the brand.
It's the herb. What is it? The stress
This
relieving.
is Mrs. Miggs tea. It's a stress relieving. Is it a kava tea?
I don't know. My all-knowing wife, who, by the way, what she made for dinner tonight.
What'd you make?
We had this shrimp and rice with leaf spinach. It was. I don't know what she put herbs and spices. It was fucking phenomenal.
Nice.
Yeah, it was easy. It was fucking phenomenal. Every bite was healthy too, and it tasted amazing. This is my wife, and who, unlike me, despises the spotlight.
Hates attention.
Wants none of the criticism. Was I want it all, baby. Bring it all, motherfucker. As a famous sportscaster once said, if you're not being criticized, you're doing it wrong. So if you're pissing people off, you're doing something right. So there you have it. So anyway, but it was all right for him last week, so to the tune of 15-0. So this week, we start tomorrow night. This is going to be
week what?
Week 14. Week 14.
You sure?
Yep. I'm looking right at it. Week 14. Week 14, Packers-Lions, Thursday night game. That's tomorrow, December 5th. Jeez.
My bad.
Amen.
Last week I have... Oh, I didn't put the week last week. That's why. Okay.
This is you didn't put
I
13.
always put the record for the week, the overall record, and then week 14. I forgot to put week 13.
So wait. So I'm 124-72.
I'm 134-64.
62. No, 64.
64. I'm sorry. Isn't that it?
No. You're 10 games
62,
ahead of me.
sorry.
Yeah, you're 62. You're 10 games ahead of me. So
Well, thank you for catching that.
So yeah, you're welcome.
All right, so I think this Lions Packers game is pretty interesting. And I was
It's
wondering,
very interesting.
because I was thinking about picking the Packers, but I'd like to hear what you have to say.
Hold on, I was actually just looking at that. Let me just finish I like to keep updated.
Oh, you text it to yourself?
Yeah, just so I have it. Because I forget. I get stoned.
You can pull up the notepad on there.
I forget to. I just get stoned and this is easy for me. So if I'm stoned, then I forget later. Oh, there it is.
See, because I have a table of our games.
Yeah, I just get stoned.
So do I.
I know, but I'm a donkey when it happens. So it's like I don't remember shit. This game is.
See, like this is how I do it.
This is.
I think I've showed you this, right?
What?
Look.
Yes, you did show me that. Yes, you did. Yes. So this game is in Detroit. They're getting the Gentleman's 3. Packers are 9-3.
And everybody keeps talking about the Lions' injuries.
Yeah, the Packers haven't been healthy either, and they've overcome a lot of shit because they lost Andrew Love for a couple of games. So they overcame this. So they're 9-3. They're right in the thick of this thing.
Have they played this year?
I don't remember. I thought Detroit beat them.
Can we look that up? Because
Yeah.
I would like to know what happened if they played.
Which they might have. Let me see. Yeah, they beat Green Bay 24-14 on November 3rd. And when you look at that game,
and that was at Lambeau.
Jordan Love did play, but he threw a pick. Goff had not 18 for 22, but only 155, one touchdown. They ran for one.
Well, he does that a lot with those backs.
Yeah, 20. Jameer Gibbs, your boy Gibbs, the speedster there in Detroit's backfield, 11 for 65 and a touchdown. Amon-Ra, 756 and a touchdown. It was 24-14. They didn't even get a sack. So they, but if you look at the
tough to pick against Detroit in Detroit.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I mean, I know everybody's talking about their injuries, but and they didn't play great against the Bears, I guess.
Yeah.
Still like them in Detroit, though.
Yeah. I mean
Right.
the turnovers was the Packers lost the turnover battle 2-0, so they had bad turnovers. So Love had a pick and there was a lost fumble. So and I think the lost fumble actually was deep in their territory.
So was that before Love got hurt? Was that like second week?
He was.
When was that?
They were 7-1, 6-3. So it was 3 weeks ago. He was back.
So he's been back.
Yeah, he's been back. So they had a fumble lost and a pick, and they lost the time of possession by 3 minutes. It was close, but again, 2 turnovers kills you in a game like that. So because their defense actually played pretty well, but you can't turn the ball over in your territory. So that's where you can overcome. That's how it happens. How does a team that doesn't win the total yards battle, because your team that has 500 yards has 3 turnovers inside their 30? So that's what happened. It's like, why the fuck do they do it? Because So that's the thing. But in that case, anyway, that didn't happen. They lost time possession too. Yeah. So, but it was close. It is in Detroit. Detroit's really good at home. They had that one loss where the Texans went in there and beat them. The Texans caught them napping. So that was one of the shockers.
And then the Texans haven't seemed
same
like
sense.
the Texans.
Well, and it's more than losing Diggs, but they had Diggs. They looked really like a machine then. They looked like they were on their way. Like, okay, this team's going to be a real threat. And since then,
when he went down,
it wasn't just him though. To your point, they look like
because they didn't have him last year.
No, and they were. Yeah, I'm saying they. You're right. It's not. That's part of it. I think it's not the whole thing. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's just him.
Yeah, something's
off. I don't know what it is. But. It's not one guy. He's good, but it's not one guy. I mean, there's other things going on, so I don't know.
But anyway, so we both going Lions?
Yeah, we are going both Lions.
Right. I think I feel good about that.
I mean,
Packers could win, but it's more probable that Lions take that game in Detroit, I think.
Yeah.
And the Lions just had kind of a performance they didn't love.
Yeah.
Where they let the Bears back in it.
Yeah,
they want to win this game.
Yeah, I agree. So I mean, it's just. Anyway, so that's the Thursday night game. We both got the Lions, right? Okay, hold on. This isn't going to work. There we go.
Damn, this is a great game.
This is a Donnie. Yeah,
I
Duke.
haven't really been watching.
10:45 to go in the second half in Durham. Duke 58, number 2 Auburn, number 9 Duke, number 2 Auburn 56. We got a Donnie in the Brook. Oh, by the way, where are we?
Looks like such a regular
what
kid.
bar are we at? What bar are we at?
We're at Donnie Dago's. Mm-hmm. No, Dago Donnie's.
We both screw this up. I can't.
I said Donnie Dago's.
I did it too.
Dago
I've done
Donnie's.
it. I've said it without being stoned.
Well, here's the tough part.
I don't know why it's so fucked up to say.
It's because the term is Donnie Brook. So
Yeah.
we're used to putting Donnie at the front.
First, yeah, Donald Ebrook.
And now we've created a
Dago.
bar named Dago Donnie's
Yeah.
because we're describing the
We
type of
fucked our own
Donnies.
shit up. We mentally
But
fucked ourselves.
once it gets in there, it'll be good.
Once it's in there,
it's going to take time.
Because now when you're in there, you're in there. Of course, you're in there.
You got to work it in.
You're in there.
So it's going to take time.
Anyway, so
You got to be patient.
game 1 o'clock game Sunday. Jaguars at the Titans. Is Lawrence out? He had a concussion.
They
Is
put
he
him on
out?
the IR. He's going to be out for the year.
Okay. So Mac Jones against he goes from the number 5 defense to the number 1 defense. The good news is the Titans don't have the weapons that
I kind of like the Jags in this game.
I kind of do too, because Mac Jones, I think this wasn't a fluke.
Especially, I think it's more about rallying against what happened.
That's the other thing. That hit.
Now they kind of got a little edge to play for.
They do now.
Like fuck y'all.
Yeah, I think that they may, and the Titans aren't playing for anything. They're done. So we both got the Jaguars, I think.
Yeah.
Jets at the Dolphins.
Why does that game even have to be played?
I don't know. The Jets. The Jets.
Who cares? That's the Who Cares Bowl.
That's the Dolphins are actually still in it.
Are they?
They're in the.
No.
They're 1 game out of the final spot, the 7th spot.
Are they above 500?
They're 5-7. Them and the Colts. It's them, the Colts, and one other team.
You
all
told
time.
me the Colts sucked.
They had to win to get to that record. They were 4.
So did the Dolphins. They had to win 2.
But the
had to win
Dolphins,
2
the
to get
Dolphins
there.
lost their starting quarterback for a month.
The same thing happened to the Colts starting quarterback took himself
He's
out of the
not
game.
Tua. They weren't a playoff team last year. The Dolphins were a playoff team last year.
Dude, they were one dumb play from being a playoff team.
The Dolphins.
Do you remember that play where the guy dropped the ball on the little out route?
I'm saying Tua's record with the Dolphins is 4-2. Okay, they've got 5. They're 5. They're what are they?
What's Anthony
they're
Richardson's
0-5
record?
without him. With the Colts, they're 5-7. I don't know. He missed 1 game, I think. Did he get benched for 1 game?
He got hurt,
and then
and he came back. Then he got benched.
Benched,
So
2
he might have
games.
missed 3.
Okay, well they're both those two are
It's
5
kind
and
of a
7.
similar situation.
Yeah, they're
honestly.
kind of both 5-7.
This is on low power
but the
mode.
Jets aren't going into Miami and winning. I'm just
Definitely
saying,
not.
No. This one, Falcons at the Vikings. Is Kirk Cousins going to throw 4 picks again?
Well, look,
1 for a touchdown.
you can't trust that team. I'm sorry.
This guy's everything I said he was. He can put up stats, but then when it matters most,
Now here's the other interesting part.
all he's
about
ever
that
done is
game.
gag. He wets himself every time he gets in a big game. Wets
So
himself.
here's the thing: he's going back to Minnesota.
Yeah, we're always wet himself.
So he actually had some good games back there.
But when it mattered most, he wets himself.
But here's the thing: this game really. Well, I guess it does matter.
It does matter. The Vikings are chasing Detroit for the number 1 spot. They're 1 game back.
How
The
far
Vikings
back-
are 10-2.
How far back is Atlanta? Are they out of it?
No, they're 1 game back at Tampa. They're 6-6. Tampa's 7-5
So and Tampa's leading that division.
by 1 game over Atlanta. So they're not out of it.
So it is a pretty big game.
It's a big game for both of them, but it's in Minnesota. I just trust Minnesota at home more.
Yeah.
Saints at the Giants. The Saints have won 3 out of 4 since they brought in the new coach. They're now 4-8 from a
We
bit.
don't have to talk about that.
Okay, so I guess we're going to take the Saints.
I mean, in what?
Speaking of games we don't want to talk about.
in what universe do the Danny DeVito led?
Hey, Cutlets. It's
My
Danny
bad,
Cutlets.
No, it's not Danny.
It's Tommy Cutlets. Tommy Cutlets.
I combined Daniel Jones and Tommy DeVito to make Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. It's Tommy Cutlets.
You know, Danny DeVito.
When he was
twins.
when he was throwing lasers, it was cutlets. Now it's this don't talk.
Oh, now it's fucking.
Now it's tanking for Trevor.
Now it's fucking rancid ravioli.
It's sandbagging him for Shodor.
It's fucking rotten eggplant pond.
It's quitting for Cam.
It's Chef Boyardee.
When the Patriots are a tank for what's his name? Travis mode. Tank for Travis. We call it the tank for Travis
They'll
campaign.
get Travis.
They better get Travis.
The shitty part is, I really hope nothing happens in the Giant. I really hope they don't. They have no chance to win this game.
They're not winning. The Giants are done.
I'd be so annoyed if they win anything.
Now,
from
this is the thing. The next one should be a laugher, but there is a but on this one. The Eagles.
Say it again.
The Eagles are hosting the Panthers. Eagles are on a roll right now. They're on a roll. But the Panthers, since that IDD hostile bandwagon takeover,
It's a different team.
It's a different team. they've been very, very competitive. With
Okay,
good,
so
I mean,
who
very
have they been
competitive.
with? Let's go back through it.
Well, they won 2 of those games. They only had one
The
win.
Saints and the Giants.
Yeah, they've won 2 of them.
The Saints and the
And the
Giants.
But they've been in
The
other
Saints when Spencer Rattler was playing, not David Carr.
Spencer Rattler's
Okay.
awful.
Yeah,
He's
they
awful.
won. Okay, so they
He makes Danny Dimes look like Joe Montana.
So they beat that team by 1 point. It was like 34-35.
You hear what I said?
Yes.
Oh my God. That's
So
true.
they beat that team by 1 point. Okay.
Guy's awful. Guy's
Now they were
worse than
competitive,
Bailey Zappi.
and they beat the Giants. Okay.
Yeah.
So go shit in your hat, basically, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So,
But they were competitive.
back to the Eagles and the
But
Panthers.
hold on, they were competitive against the Chiefs. They were competitive against the Bucks.
They should have beat the Chiefs.
They should have beat the Bucks.
Yeah,
They scored with fucking 12 seconds left or something.
Those are 2 first-place teams that are, I think they're as good as the Eagles. I think
Really?
I think one of them is.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think Tampa is.
No, Tampa's not. No, I apologize. I'm thinking Kansas City.
But who's the other one? I can't remember who we were just talking about. Tampa and who?
KC. They played KC tough. They should have beat KC. They lost 30-27. They should have won that game. And Mahomes was pissed afterwards. He was pissed because he knew.
So you think KC's as good as the Eagles? I don't think so.
The Eagles have had some.
I mean, you could be right about that, but
I think the
don't know.
Chiefs, because they have the coach. I don't trust the Eagles coach against anybody when it matters.
So the Chiefs definitely have coaching advantage.
Harbaugh is a habitual bedwetter
Harbaugh.
for the Ravens, the team they just beat, the Eagles. Harbaugh's a bedwetter. He wets himself.
I'm talking about Andy Reid.
He won't. Yeah, the thing. Reid has the coaching edge over
Right,
this guy
yeah.
by a lot
But
because he already outcoached him once in the
but
Super Bowl.
talent-wise, it seems like Philly's
Philly had more talent in the Super Bowl.
No, you're right.
Didn't matter by a lot. It shouldn't have been close. Because think about it. What's his name? What's the quarterback's name? The dude, Alabama dude. Hurts outplayed Mahomes in that Super Bowl.
He had that one fumble.
He had one. But he threw 4 touchdown passes
great.
and 4. He lit them up.
He was great.
They should have won that game.
Their defense never touched Mahomes.
But again, they could not. Yeah, Andy Reid outcoached whoever the defensive guy was. Yeah.
Well, it was Spagnuolo.
Yeah, Andy Reid. No, Spagnuolo was the Chiefs guy.
He was a Chiefs defense.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm talking about what the. How about the Chiefs' offense against their defense?
Yeah. That offensive line coach.
What the fuck, man? And the Eagles set the record that year for sacks. Yeah. They never got to him. They never touched him. What the fuck are you doing? And
the offense showed the fuck up.
Oh my god! Yeah, the offense played well. This is the problem. They were so bad. People were trying to make up an excuse. Oh, they were calling about one fumble by your second-year quarterback or third-year, whatever it was. And he outplayed Patrick Mahomes. You're bitching about one fumble. I'm like, he wasn't the problem. Okay, the problem was your record-breaking defense that took the night off for whatever fucking reason.
Anything that would go with a cigar in that fridge?
Probably.
I ran through this tea too quick.
Wow. There's dark beer. There's the what's that? No, it's
Anything caffeine free?
I don't know. I don't think so. There's Modelo special screwball. Ooh, Bailey's.
Ooh, could I sip that screwball?
Yeah, screwball. Screwball for a screwball. There you go.
Thank you. Oh, damn it, son! Are you calling me a screwball? Who do you think I am?
It takes a screwball to know a screwball.
True.
I'm just saying. Anyway, so we both got the Eagles. Next one.
Yeah, a lot of talk on the Panthers.
Yeah. Next one. Browns, Steelers. The Steelers can't fuck this up twice, can they?
No way.
No, they're gonna win this one. Next one. Raiders, at the Buccaneers.
Raiders?
At the Buccaneers.
Oh, please.
No, Buccaneers don't win that one.
We got nothing, no disagreements.
Seattle at Arizona.
You know I'm picking against Seattle. But Seattle's got a shot in that
You
game.
hate that team. I don't know what it is about them that you hate so much.
You think I hate them?
Yes, you always talk down to them because they lost to your Giants.
But that's not why I
Which is the oddest thing ever. You usually when you're mad at someone when they beat your team, not when they lose to you. That's true when you think about it.
Well, they used to beat does.
I mean, he hates Michael Jordan, and he should.
I never understand the Knicks fans I run into that love Michael Jordan.
I don't either, because he bitch slapped you so much.
I hate
He cost you at least 2 titles. At least 2. Patrick Ewing should have got at least 2 world championships.
Dude, but more than
he didn't because of Michael Jordan.
More than what he cost us, he caused us so much pain.
Oh, God.
Disappointment.
You guys should have banned Spike Lee forever.
Dude,
talk
is this
about
thing
a
not charging?
jinx.
It's not charging.
What's not?
The iPad.
Yeah. What? That's not charging. Hold on.
Damn it, I don't think I needed this.
You don't think you need it?
I just don't want it to give me fucking heartburn.
Is this thing? It's not charging. Why not? It's at 5.
She's not charging.
What the hell's going on here? There it is. Don't move. It's charging now. So I'm gonna knock the shit out of it. No, I'm just
Dude, where's Larry, man? I feel terrible.
I threw him out.
You threw him out?
Couldn't fix him. I looked at it.
I'm getting another one.
I looked at it. Larry.
I'll get you another one.
You owe Joe Boo an apology. That's a stoned buddy.
I'm sorry, man. All I did was rearrange myself. I do that.
It
every
wasn't
night.
it wasn't on purpose. I'm not mad.
I'm very sorry though.
There's a difference between disappointment and mad. I'm disappointed that it happened, but I know it wasn't his fault. Okay. When you're mad, you're like, you motherfucker. Didn't I tell you to do that?
It. Oh, I found it.
It was an
I
accident.
already found it. Dude, Christmas is right around the corner.
You don't have to.
I apologize if that was a sentimental one too. I don't know who got it for you.
Oh, don't say my mother.
Was it?
I don't remember. I hope not.
Okay, well, no,
You won't tell her. I won't tell her.
No, I'm good that you don't remember because to me that means it's not as tied up in who gave it to you.
No, it's Larry.
It's the thing.
It's Larry.
I got you.
It was either my mother or my wife,
I got you.
who are both obviously the 2 most important women in my life, and of course Mia. But I guess I'm pretty lucky. I got 3 awesome women in my life.
Your daughter's not a woman.
She's gonna be, but she's cool. She's cool. I love her.
Let's not race them to womanhood.
I'm not. You're ahead of me.
Yeah, I know. I have a 17-year-old.
And by the way, let's hope all our daughters grow up to be like his daughter. She's awesome. That girl's awesome.
She is a
That girl's amazing. She's one of the good ones.
It's kind of weird when your kid's smarter than you.
Actually, that's refreshing. It's kind of like, so you mean I can tune out? I don't got to be the big thinker anymore.
Well, no, but I mean, but the problem is,
like I can trust her to make the right decision. Oh my God,
yes,
this is a way.
but at the same
shit,
time,
I'm so mad.
At the same time, they still have the lack of experience, so they need you.
No, they do
They
need you for.
you to be smart too.
They need
But
you
sometimes
to
they're
advise.
like,
You
"Fuck,
you
this
become. You go from
based
parent.
on experience.
You go from parent to advisor, like almost like a student advisor. They talk to you differently. They talk to you with respect, but it's more like you're a professor, not dad or mom. It's like, Pop. And they even stop calling you dad. They call you Pop.
Here's
You
the
know,
thing
Pop?
about my oldest is she's gotten to a point where she's not afraid to call my bullshit, which makes it tough, because when she calls my bullshit, she's usually right.
Oh, damn, that's a problem.
I'm just like,
Maybe I spoke too soon.
damn it, why you gotta get me like that?
You're my daughter. Don't fucking do
Yeah.
this. Your job isn't to do that.
Come on.
If I'm crazy, it's because of you.
But
Anyway,
at the same time,
so we
she's-
disagree on that one. He's taking the Cardinals. I'm taking the Seahawks. There's one. Okay. Bills at the
At
Rams.
least we can both say there's a pair of nuts between us.
Yeah, Bills and the Rams. At the Rams. The Rams are sick. They're not out of this, but they got to wake up soon. Buffalo is on a roll right now. Like you read about, 35-10. Knocked McCaffrey out for the season. Bent the Niners over after beating the Chiefs. But
Okay, what's
the
this
Bills are
matchup?
feeling themselves right
What's
now.
this matchup?
It's at the Rams. Buffalo at the Rams.
Oh, please.
I'm going with the Rams.
You think Buffalo has a little trap game?
I think we've picked basically the favorites in every game but one, which is the one we disagreed on. I think the Cardinals are at home; they're getting a gentleman's 3, so it's not really much of a difference. But yeah, that one's.
Well, what's the spread in this?
I don't know, but the Bills are probably favored, even though they're on the road.
By 3.5, or by more than
Let me
that?
see. By 4. They're 4. That's on the road against a team that's 500 or better. It's pretty big. Yeah, that's pretty good. But for some, I don't know that Buffalo's going to trip up so much as I think the Rams are desperate. They have to win this game. If they're gonna do anything, they have to win this game.
You say that about teams. that is your go-to line.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. This
So-
team's desperate. You said
I don't think the
you
Rams are
said that
desperate.
about. You just said it.
No, the Bengals were desperate.
You said that 3 times in a row. They lost 3 weeks in a row.
Damn.
And now you're saying about this team, and I think you need to
You're saying
change your
it's
mind.
the RJ jinx?
That's the one. That might be the one. When you say they're the most desperate team, they're going to win.
I don't think they're the most desperate. I think of the two, they're more
Right.
desperate.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
But I wouldn't say compared to the rest of the league. No.
No, you always say they're the more desperate team.
They need the game more. There's the way I should say it. They do need the game more. Buffalo can lose this game. Casey's going to lose again. They're going to go on the road. Casey's not that good. I mean, they barely beat the fucking Raiders. They got lucky. Talk about that, how that ended. How many horseshoes are up Kansas City's ass? That's 5 games they easily could have lost. Easily could have lost. Just
All right.
fucking ridiculous shit.
So you're going Rams.
I'm going Rams.
I'm going Bills.
Yep, that's 2.
What's the next one?
That's 2.
This is how it happens. It kind of snowballs.
Yeah. Well, on this one, Bears at the Niners.
No.
Yeah, Niners.
No.
Yeah, Niners aren't out of it yet. Bears are.
Oh, I kind of like the Bears in that game.
Then pick the Bears. I'm just, and I could be wrong, but I just think the Bears are so dysfunctional right now. They just fired.
Are they, though?
Who'd they fire? They fired the head coach.
They fired Eberflus.
Yeah, they're all fucking.
Dude, but they had. Did you see what he did on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
They had to let him go, dude. When you have that type of shart
That was a shart.
I mean, that was an absolute shart in the pants.
But it wasn't just a shart. It was like a shart that was more like a lightning.
It was a loaf. It was the lightning loaf.
It was a lightning loaf.
The lightning
It was a
loaf.
lightning loaf.
I mean, it hits your pants before you know what happened.
By the way,
and it stings.
It's not the.
It's a
not,
shocker.
It's not just that it hit the pants. It's the size of it.
Right.
Okay?
It's a loaf.
It's a loaf.
It's an absolute
It's a
loaf.
loaf that weighs as much as a rock.
Okay, slow down.
What?
Slow down. We're getting too deep.
too
Too deep on the
Too
loaf.
deep on the loaf.
You want to go surface level on the loaf.
We
okay?
we can't go below level
We're not-
loafing.
yeah, no,
no low
no.
level loafing on this show.
Do not explore the loaf.
No, sorry.
The loaf is off limits.
This is the problem. This is why when I edit these, I find myself crying, going, "We are such children."
So here's my thing.
It's just-
So here's my thing. I don't know that the Bears are that dysfunctional, but I think he had to go.
He did have to go, but I don't know that.
And they actually ended that Lions game on a run. Like, they
did.
should have won that fucking
Could have
game.
won that game.
But he pooped.
He pooped. He loafed.
I mean,
like
what
he
were-
lightning loafed.
How far were they behind? 3? Were they
It was
down
close.
3?
It was one score. I know that.
But like a touchdown would have won
One
the game.
touchdown would have won it. But
I kind of like them going to the Niners. With McCaffrey down,
McCaffrey's been down
his
most of the year.
backups down. I know, they're not that good.
Buffalo's very good. First of all.
So maybe that's biasing me.
They didn't just lose to anybody. I mean,
And it was in a snowstorm.
in a snowstorm across the country. It wasn't like
burying the Niners.
I mean, like one
you
team.
go to Buffalo and lose in a snowstorm. you lose.
One team practices in it. The other team watches it on TV. Like that's literally the difference. And that team was and Buffalo was good on top of it. They're a good team on top of that. So talk about an advantage. I mean, I think that wasn't the only reason Buffalo won. Buffalo's a good team.
I kind of want this to be my X Factor pick.
This is the okay. Well then, like I said,
This is the one.
To me, if the Niners lose this one, they're gonna.
Look.
Although you know what, part of me wants the Niners to lose because part of me wants this fucking loser to get fired because I think he's held the Niners back more than
Dude,
anything.
this is the game where.
Part of me wants the Niners to lose this. Damn it, I'm kind of torn now.
So this is going to be the game.
Suddenly, I'm torn.
Dude, this is going to be the game where
Nice.
the Bears lose the time of possession, the turnover battle, and the yards and win. I'm kidding.
No. Not all three happen. Not like that. So anyway,
So you're going Niners.
I don't know. I really
What's
kinda,
the spread?
It's 4. San Fran's 4 at home.
That kind of worries me a little bit.
I don't know. I think that one score. It's a one-score game. I think the Bears. I don't think they're going to blow the Bears out. They're not going to blow them out. I just think they're going to make one more play at home because they're at home, and they're mathematically still in it because they're. If think about this, if Seattle loses and they win, they're one game out of first.
I'm going Bears. I say the firing of the coach gives them a little jolt for a week.
Okay. I kind of want the Niners to lose because I can't stand this coach.
You can pick the Bears.
No, I don't know. That to me is Welsh. I'm going to go with the Niners. Okay. I picked the Bears. I'm going to stick with them. Chargers of the Chiefs. How many
Chargers
horseshoes
are Chargers might be better.
How many horseshoes are up the Chiefs' ass? Are we about to find out?
Well, I mean, it ran out last week.
They won.
I thought they lost to the Bills.
No, they beat the Raiders. That's the Niners. The Niners lost to the Bills. The Chiefs beat the Raiders.
But didn't the Chiefs lose a game?
No. The Chiefs keep winning. They're 9-1.
Chiefs have lost.
They lost at Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo. That's what I'm
That was
saying.
30-21. But that was at Buffalo.
The luck ran out.
Buffalo's the better team.
Right.
But I'm saying they could have lost 4 other games.
So, I mean, it feels kind of like the Chargers might be better.
I think the Chargers. But my question is, have they run out of horseshoes?
Is that crazy though?
Like what's left? What's left? For what way? What scenario? Wacko scenario has not happened for them yet?
Because, dude, the Chargers Atlanta game, that was a crazy game.
4 picks, 1 touchdown.
I mean,
the Chargers
and
were
they
awful.
barely won that game.
The Chargers had 187 yards of offense. Atlanta had 400, and Atlanta lost because of 4 interceptions by their quarterback.
So, do you think Atlanta
one interception per 100 yards?
Do you think Atlanta has a better offense than Kansas City?
On paper, they do. Talent-wise,
I'm talking about in the game.
I don't know. I think Kansas City has the coaching. He's the best coach in the league right now.
Well, then Kansas City's got to be able to win that game.
Because I'm saying this is why they'll win. I think San Diego or LA, the Chargers have more talent. And Spagnuolo, by the way, how was this guy not a head coach? That defense has bailed them out of more shit.
When he was head coach, he stunk.
When was your head coach?
Giants.
Why does everybody go with the Giants and suck? That's not named Tom
That's where he got his start. He was their D coordinator when we won both titles against you guys. Actually might have just been one.
You had Coughlin though for both of them. He was the head coach. So I'm saying.
Yes, but maybe Spags didn't coach in the Giants. He went somewhere else. Let me see.
I don't know that he did, but
he did. He got ahead. That's why he left the Giants.
I don't know that he coached for the Giants. I don't remember him coaching the Giants. That's what you're saying. I'm just taking your word for it. I don't remember it. I didn't even know he was a head coach somewhere.
Yeah, he was. Let me see.
So much as the Giants.
Career. Show me your fucking career.
Show me Stevie Spags.
Stevie Spags, yes.
Spags, knee. No.
Career.
His career.
Give me the goddamn career.
Give me the goddamn career. Did we pick all the games yet? No, we didn't. What the fuck are we doing?
I'm trying to find out.
We've got 2 games left. Chargers, Chiefs.
St. Louis. He was a head coach in St. Louis.
Okay.
He was awful.
Okay. He was awful. Okay.
Well, he was 7-9.
That's not terrible.
That's like Jeff. What's his face?
Jeff Fisher got to a Super Bowl.
Okay, then
he can't be that.
So in his second season,
I rag on Jeff Fisher, but he did go to a Super Bowl.
In the second season, he was 2-14.
Okay, so that would make him.
And then 2017, he must have taken over on an interim basis, and he was 1-3.
Okay, so he's 10 and 28 or whatever.
He's terrible. But he hasn't had a ton of opportunities.
Yeah, what teams was he coaching?
I'm sorry. St. Louis 3 years in a row. First year, 1-15.
Yeah, but that team.
Second year, 7-9.
Yeah.
Third year, 2-14. So he was able to remain. He got back to the beginning by the end of it. 1-15 year 1, 2-14.
The team sucked though. Like the play, there was.
Who was the Rams? I don't remember who was on
the roster. Was a joke. It was arguably the worst roster in the league. He was not the GM.
That sucks.
So again, he was not the GM, but that roster was atrocious. It was atrocious. So anyway, the thing is, Chiefs Chargers. What are we doing here? Do the Chiefs have another horseshoe up their ass? It's in Kansas City.
Ooh, I kind of like Jim Harbaugh going in there, but I think
it's a tough call.
Yeah, because I think they could wet up in Kansas City.
Everybody else seems to,
especially if it's cold.
Everybody else seems to wet up.
Is it going to be cold?
Yeah, it's Kansas City in December. What do you think? Missouri? Yeah, it's going to be freezing.
All right, let's go with the cold weather guys.
Yeah, Chiefs. Anyway, this one is very, very interesting. Monday night, Bengals at the Cowboys. The Quitter Bowl.
I don't know. Dallas is trying.
They're 5-7.
Dallas is trying.
I think the Bengals are trying. Their defense is atrocious. The Bengals' offense is in the top 10. They're really good. They've lost more games. They lost 3 games already this year where they scored over 35 points. Not counting the defensive touchdown that happened against the Steelers last week. Notwithstanding.
I bet if we look through their losses, a few of them are those ones we're talking about.
Yeah, their defense couldn't stop anybody.
No, but I mean, it's probably a situation where like they had time of possession, they had total yards, and maybe the turnovers fucked them.
Burrow's not having a bad year.
Well, it's not just Burrow that can turn the ball.
No, but he doesn't have a lot of turnovers. I don't think they have a lot of turnovers. They might have one here or there, but it's not like they're having 3 and 4 turnover games. They're not doing that. The offense is putting up the last 5 weeks. I think they're averaging over 30 a game. Their offense has not been the problem. It wasn't the problem last week. They put up 31 points in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's defense is very good.
No, but I'm saying you can be doing great offensively, but then you turn the ball over.
Or your defense is awful.
Well, on top of that, yes.
How awful are they, America? I'm glad you asked. Pittsburgh was averaging offensively 328 yards a game. They had 520. And the Bengals had 1 turnover. 1 in that game. Burrow threw 3 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Was it a sixer?
No, well, it didn't go back for 6, no. But he had 1. But on that, he had 3 over 300 yards and threw 3 touchdown passes. He had a good game. He wasn't a problem. Their defense was awful. They turned a mediocre offense into a juggernaut. You always hated Najee Harris. Najee Harris looked like fucking Walter Payton on Sunday. Ridiculous. I have Najee on my bench, but he hates him, and because he looked like a different guy. That's how bad Cincinnati is. You look like, man, that guy's a Pro Bowler. Holy shit. Like Derrick Henry 2.0.
It's kind of crazy that they're fucking up like that.
It is. Anyway, what happened here? Oh, it's 31%. 31%, Tom. 31%. Sales are up 31%.
The problem is we don't know what the fuck Duke is doing because it's the size of a goddamn pinhead.
How did that happen? Oh. There we go. Ah. He brought it back to life.
No damn clue.
It's back to life. Oh, wait. Oh, it's Donnie. It's 75-68. 3:37 to go. So Cowboys, Bengals. What are we thinking here?
Man, I think I want to say Bengals.
I can't see the Bengals losing this game to that quarterback. Is it going to be like a 38-35 game?
Yeah, they'll give up points.
They will because they suck, but I think he'll do more than them. They got a better offense than Dallas. Statistically, they do. It's not even close. And Dallas has their backup quarterback. And Dallas's defense has been a sieve. They've been awful. They haven't been as bad as Cincy, but they haven't been much better. So I give Cincinnati the edge on that one.
So we both like Cincy.
We both like Cincy. So we disagree on 2, I think, 2 or 3. Three of them. Yeah, it's the Bears, the Niners, the No, we agreed on the Chargers, Broncos. We took the
Rams and Bills.
Rams and Bills, and what's the other one?
Cardinals, Seahawks.
Yeah, those are toss-up games. Well, the Seahawks Cardinals one I think is a toss-up. Most people would pick the Bills over the Rams, and I see why. But I just think the Rams.
And most people would pick the Niners over the Bears.
Yeah.
I think that's where you picked an underdog.
No, because the Niners are banged up.
Most people are picking the Niners.
They're missing both, and by the way, Ayuk's out too. They have Debo and they have McCaffrey. I mean, not McCaffrey and Kittles.
You don't have to tell me. I picked against them. Fella.
Hey, fella.
Fella, wella.
Hey, fella.
Fella.
This team had out yardage Detroit last week, fella.
Hey, big fella.
Hey, fella. Anyway, that's our pick segment. We'll take a break.
Are we?
Yeah, we don't.
We're not going to pick the...
college.
Yeah, let's pick the college games.
I want to take a break and just break it up. We'll go right back. This is what's a new segment.
Okay, yeah.
Just so we don't
Just stop and go.
stop and go. We'll be right back. One second.
Let's do it.
Yeah.